Howdy folks, thanks so much for clicking your way to myhighplains.com. Meteorologist Nick Loya here, taking a look at the old Twitter account, NickLoya_KAMR. You can follow me on Twitter if you so choose. If you don't want to, but you still do want to keep up with the forecast, NBC4Cast on the hashtag there. You can search for that guy. I do post the weather forecast for the day at 4 o'clock every morning. And matter of fact, this weekend, as it gets kind of hairy, I will most certainly be tweeting about it all weekend long, and you can catch all of the forecasts and all the updates on that guy, NBC4Cast. For today, though, we're looking at temperatures a little bit chillier than we've been seeing recently. About 30 degrees short of where we topped out yesterday. 38 here in town, 34 up in Dalhart. It'll get cooler as you move back toward Clayton. You guys will top out later this afternoon at 32, the warm spot 35, or 35, how about 55 for you folks down in Childress today. Now, for the weekend, what are we dealing with for the next 5 days? Well, that front that swept through that cooled us down, that's for today, tomorrow, and the next day. But the real guy is here, and as that system passes through, it's going to give us an opportunity for a rain-snow mix, sleet, freezing rain, regular old snow, and that'll kick out of here, and we'll get high pressure back in for Monday. And then as Monday into Tuesday, we got a little wave that's going to cruise on through, might give us another opportunity for some wintry precipitation late Monday into Tuesday. But as of right now, that's still kind of up in the air. For this weekend, though, for Friday into Saturday, this guy's going to kick off late Friday is really when it's going to start kind of filtering in. And as we move through the day Friday, we're going to be left with a rain, snow, sleet, and a snow mixture. Snow back behind it. That's for some of our northwestern counties. But you also notice we do have just plain old liquid sunshine down here, as they call it. Just good old rain. And that's going to be filtering north on Saturday, up ahead of this low pressure system. Of course, out ahead of it, we've got the southwesterly breezes. Of course, all the warm air back behind it, all the cool air. So places like Childress, even north to Shamrock, even Perryton, you folks might be dealing with just good old-fashioned rain as we move through the day on Saturday. But then as that system kicks out of the way, we're left with just regular old snow back behind it. And then as we go through the day on Sunday, we really start clearing things out. The RPM model run looks a whole lot like this. As we go through Friday, you'll notice we do have some snow that's trying to sneak its way in to Amarillo here. But as we stick it into motion, you'll notice that it usually stays off to the west as some of the pink stuff, as they say. It's that rain-snow mix, some freezing rain in there as well. That's to start your day on Friday. And as we go through the day, you'll notice that Friday into Saturday, not much until we get to Saturday. And then the RPM model run is saying, well, just good old-fashioned rain for a majority of the high plains. And then, of course, it kicks on out of here as we move into Sunday. But I don't think that's exactly how it's going to shake out. And I'm going to stay out of the picture here so that you folks at home can see exactly where it is where you live. I hate to be standing in front of your house so you don't know what to expect this weekend. But here we are starting Thursday night at 10 p.m. Now, it looks like there's going to be moisture draped all across the area. It's not going to be like that. I am just putting this up here because if precipitation is to fall at your house, this is how it would fall. We're looking at rain for some of our southeastern counties, kind of a rain-snow mix here in Amarillo back to the northwest, and then just good old-fashioned snow in our northwestern counties. I do believe the moisture is going to hold off until at least midnight tonight into Thursday morning. And as we set this guy into motion, at 6 a.m. Friday morning for your morning commute, we're going to be dealing with a freezing rain, sleet, snow mix here in Amarillo. Freezing rain as you go up I-20 from Lubbock off to the east. That'd be from Panhandle to, down south to Turkey, back north to Perryton. Just good old-fashioned rain for you folks down in Childress. And as we put it into motion again, now it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. As you're picking the kids up from school or on your way home from work, you're going to be dealing with a freezing rain, snow mixture from Dalhart to Spearman to Clarendon back to Dimmitt. Again, rain for you folks down in Childress, and just good old-fashioned snow for Boise City and Clayton. And as we continue and move into Saturday, you'll notice overnight that rain-snow mixture, sleet, purple area shrinks, and we're left with basically just either snow or rain. And that rain is filtered north from Childress all the way to Perryton, and Amarillo sitting kind of right in the middle there. And of course, we're going to be dealing with kind of a snow-rain mixture here in town, but just good old-fashioned snow back to the northwest and just good old-fashioned rain down to the southeast before, as we move through the day on Saturday, it switches over to all snow here in town before we kick it all out of here. Accumulations with this guy are not looking, we're only calling for maybe an inch of snow here in Amarillo, and that includes the ice. Now, for today, though, folks, keep in mind it will be breezy. We're looking at 20 to 30 mile-an-hour winds across the high plains. Those will die down as we move into Friday. But keep in mind, for the day, it will be chilly. Taking a look at your high temperatures again for today. 38 here in town, again 40 for Hereford. And keep in mind, folks, with those 20 to 30 mile-an-hour winds, gusts to 40, it's going to feel a whole heck of a lot chillier, especially as you move to some of our northwestern counties where you folks are just going to be topping out right around the freezing mark, leaving your wind chills right around the high teens and low 20s. Look at your week ahead, and again 38 for today. There's 33 for tomorrow, 34 on Saturday, and again the freezing rain, the sleet, the snow, back to freezing rain, back to sleet, back to snow. It's all in there. I know if you look real hard you can see it. Before we clear things out late on Saturday into Sunday, still we're calling for about a 10% chance of a lingering shower, and that would come down in the form of snow on Sunday before we clear things out into Monday. And again, that little shortwave trough we were talking about late on Monday into Tuesday, in some of our northwestern counties, you folks might see a flurry or two. Well, we're not looking for much accumulation out of this guy. And into Tuesday, we really start warming things up, and then we'll be at 44 by Wednesday. Again, I mean, when you're coming from the low 30s to just 30 degrees, 44 is going to feel pretty balmy. Of course, it's still 20 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. All in all, after a rough start to the weekend here, your next week looking pretty decent. Again, thanks so much for clicking your way to myhighplains.com.